Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffrey back with another video. All right, y'all. This is Monday Motivational here. I just got back from that's what I'm gonna touch base on. What got me into this idea? What I want to talk about. I ain't gonna hold y'all long here. Maybe 15, 20 minutes. I promise you. Um, but I was in Vegas this past week, and I'm always thinking, y'all. I just cannot have my mind thinking. I'm always thinking businessman, business person, entrepreneurship vibe. Just trying to do better myself, what I can do to help others. I never get out of that vibe. I never can disconnect to that. It don't mean I don't relax, but I'm always thinking in my mind how I can do better, especially when I'm in my zone where I'm relaxing. So when I'm on a plane, of course, you can't do nothing but relax. There's no internet. I have music I can listen to. Of course, you can watch the TV on the plane, but I wrote down some points in my iPad. I'm always writing on the plane, y'all. Of course, not with a pencil, but I'm typing it in where I don't forget it. Certain points. Um, and it just brought me to a few things. I got back to Vegas. While I was talking about Vegas, I look at Vegas. They have all these huge hotels and mega hotels. I mean, these hotels have 6,000 rooms in them. And then I see people. I mean, I'm not judgmental of people, but it makes you think. You see a lot of, I don't want to call it homeless. I guess it is homeless people, less fortunate people on the streets, begging, just hanging out, sleeping on the street. And a lot of these people are young people. This is not older people like 50, 60 years old. These are young people like teens. I mean, 18, 19 years old, 20, 25 years old, some of them 30. Just hanging out on the streets, just sleeping on the streets, begging on the streets. And it just makes me wonder and enthuse what went wrong, what happened, what road did they take that somebody else didn't take? Did they have guidance? Did they have parents that steer them the right way? Did they have mentors to tell them, okay, this is the right way to do, this is the wrong way to do? Did they have this in their life? That's why, of course, I'll tell you at the end of this video what my new challenge is going to start next month. That's why I try to do. I know this is old school soul food. The majority of people on here, they say 60, I think 61, 62 years old, average viewers on my channel. From 55 to 62 years old. That's average age of the viewers on this channel. But I try to reach the young people more than anything because that's our future. That's how we're gonna grow in this country, in this world, and in society as a whole. If we can reach them and they might be on the bad path and turn them around to get on a good path, because a lot of things, and I tell young people, you can make a lot of mistakes in your youth that's going to raise its ugly head later on when you get 20, 25, 30 years old. It's going to go back to haunt you. Not everything, but a lot of things gonna come back to haunt you. It's gonna delay your growth. It's gonna delay you getting hired at certain places, delay you being able to buy certain things, delay you to be able to get in certain places because of the mistakes that you made in the past that don't think is very important. And the first thing I got here, I just write down different things just to tell, especially young people. And I tell you this all the time about me and I got a couple of best friends and my brother also. And this is something we do. And I just wrote it down in common terms. Sit me at a table. See if I'm sitting on a table like that. Sit me at a table where they're talking about self-growth, goals, and financial independence, not other people. Let me say that again. Sit me at a table, I wrote all this down, where they're talking about self-growth, financial independence, and goals, not other people. You got so many people, and I see it on social media, and I say this all the time. They get all caught up in gossip and who doing that over there, and did you hear this, and did you hear that? They all so esteem with that than what they can do to self-worth themselves. What kind of goals you have? What do you want to do in life? What steps are you taking now to make sure you're gonna be good later on? But no, gossip and people talk. I tell this all the time. I say this. I didn't write this down, but I say this all the time. When you sitting at a table where they talking about other people, and y'all sitting around talking about other people and what people doing, soon as you leave that table and go something, guess what the conversation is gonna start about? You. It's gonna start about you. Soon as you leave. Quit sitting around the table and quit sitting around the park. Quit sitting in group chats and all this stuff, talking about other people. Get your mind focused. I told you, me and my best friend, especially my brother, we always think entrepreneurship. Me and my brother, we had a 2-hour conversation one day on the phone about 2 weeks ago. He doing this. Okay, we need to get. He got the LLC for this. I told him how to get the LLC. We talking about Texas business franchise taxes and this and investment this and we going on and on. I got a best friend and we talk about the same thing. We're not talking, because we talk about sports too, but the main focus is how we bettering ourselves, how we going to do good for ourselves, how we going to get our business going, how we going to be able to hire this person. Yeah, I'm telling you, y'all need to stop the gossiping and sitting around. That does nothing for you. What do they have to? I don't have time to be talking about somebody else. I don't care. What can I do to help others, make myself bigger where I can have an avenue to help others? So again, sit at a table where they're talking about self-growth, financial independence, and goals, not other people. Just want y'all to know that. Okay, the next one I wrote here. This one gonna hit pretty heavy, and people ain't gonna understand what I'm talking about. Some people are investments, and some people are bills. Let me say it again. Some people are investments, and some people are bills. You can have this in a company. You can have this in a regular job. And people wonder why, oh, I don't get a raise or this, or they don't treat me that. I'm gonna put it in common terms like you're on a job. People say, oh, why I didn't get a raise, or why I demand a raise. I hear this all the time. Well, they need to raise the money for this. I think it should be like this. If you have self value at a job or a company, raises should be. Everybody shouldn't just be getting a raise just to be getting raises. Some people gonna dog me out for this, but if you're sitting around doing nothing on the job and just hanging out, coming to work late and not showing up and not doing the job, and they're trying to find it, why should you be qualified to get a raise and paid than this other guy that shows up on time, be there early pretty much, always there to when available, stay late if you have to. Why you should be able to get the same pay as that guy? Some people are investments, some people are bills. Some companies, you're an investment, you are an asset. Some people just a bill, a liability. A bill is all it is, a liability. That's all it is. And with my company, all my people that work for me ain't nothing but great investments, great assets to my company. I've had to get rid of some people over the last 2 or 3 years that it was nothing but a liability and a bill to me. And sometimes you got to realize, what are you to not only a company, to yourself? What are you doing to yourself? Are you actually a live asset? Are you doing something positive, or are you just a bill, just hanging around, no goal in life, just taking life just in the wind, just whatever I land today, like a leaf in the wind. Wherever it lands today, that's where I'm going to be. Wherever it lands tomorrow, that's where I'm going to be. Some people have no goals in life. They wake up 35, 40 years old, try to get something going. It's a lot of late for a lot of people when you're like that. You need to start there. That's why I say I try to make this relevant to young people, because a lot of young people just don't have no, like my dad said, put a foot in your behind and get you going. So think about that. Next one here. This is a good one here. And people they're gonna trip out. Never beg for a seat when you can build your own table. How about that? Never beg for a seat. I told y'all, you either the person looking for the job, or you the person on the other side of the table doing the job. Everybody not entrepreneurship quality. Everybody not business owner quality, but everybody has quality where they have value in their life, where people want you. People are begging and bidding for your services as a person, as a human being, because they know how great you are. So either you can ask for the seat at the table, or you can walk in there. Look, I am the table. I don't need to ask for the seat at the table. I pretty much own the whole table. So think about that. I'm not gonna go deep into that, but just kind of think about that. I'm trying to make this video short. This is something that really hits home, and I deal with this I see this on social media. I've had people on my job with this, and it's just so sad to me. And I wrote this down. Having a Rolex isn't a flex. Only thing a Rolex is tell you when your lunch break over. People say, oh, I got a Rolex. Oh, look at this Rolex. Oh, I got a Rolex. Look at me flexing. Look at this. I'm living big time. I've seen people like this. I know some people on social media got a Rolex. Two of them live at home with their parents, have no vehicle, but they got a Rolex. I know some people just struggling in their life up, but they got a Rolex. They got the expensive clothes. They have no job, no consistent job, have no goal in life, but they flexing on Facebook, Instagram, trying to show people I'm all that. I tell people, a Rolex isn't a what I say. Having a Rolex isn't a flex. Only thing it did tell you when your lunch break is over, meaning you probably working on the job hard to pay for that. I don't know how much a Rolex costs. I don't have no desire to have a Rolex. What, 30, 40,000, whatever? I don't know. Stop it. Some people got car notes, $750 car notes, living in an apartment. Brand new cars, living in an apartment. Why you got a car? Why don't you get your home? Invest in a home. There's something that goes up in value. Why you want a $30,000, $40,000 car you paying 7, 8 years on? I don't get it. I try to get to these people. A lot of these young people, I try to get to them, make them. I thank God, I tell y'all this all the time. I had great parents that taught me this when I was young. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have mentors that push them and say, look, you need to save this amount of money. You need to save that $100 a month, $1,200 investment and sit it and let it grow. Some people don't have that. That's why I try to do my point here on social media. Last point here. I put a man here, but this could be a woman, this could be anything. I put man here just to kind of jot it down. A man who lacks purpose will distract himself with pleasure. Hello, Jeff Jeffrey. A man that lacks purpose will distract himself with pleasure. What does that mean, Chef Jeffrey? I'll put a man down there. It could be a woman, whatever. If you have no purpose in life, now just go back to the car thing. You have no purpose, you have no goals, you don't want to do this and this, you're going to just buy the first shiny thing. Hold on, let me go get that car. Let me go get that $40,000, $50,000 automobile. Let me go get this Rolex. Let me go get this this. Before you know it, you're in debt. You can't get out of. You can't pay the bill, so your credit is bad. You have no purpose in life. Then you go to try to get your life together later on. You can't get an apartment because you a home because your credit is so bad. You can't get a job because you've been done this and done that. You've been fired from this job and this job. You don't want to show up because you want to go to the clubs on Saturday night. You can't show up to the job Sunday morning. No, you got to be there Sunday morning. All that goes in effect. A man that lacks purpose, a man who lacks purpose, will distract himself with pleasure. It's just a common sense goal. A common sense fact. Think about that. I'm telling you. I just hate to see it. Just bothers some people. Don't care. They just walk by people and don't think. I want everybody to succeed in life, y'all. You just don't know. I wish everybody could be successful. Everybody, not, of course, everybody, like I told you, is not entrepreneurship quality or own their own business, but they can work on a job where they're making very good income because their value is so high that the company don't want to lose them. That's when your value. Just like in sports, and I say this all the time, sports, some of the highest paid athletes in the world, in NBA or whatever, the people get those big contracts and want their big contracts, and they often because they value to the team. They don't care what they look like, how they look. It doesn't care. If you can do something to that franchise, to that team to help them win, they don't care what color you are, brown, blue, black, yellow, whatever. You're an asset to the team. You're not a liability. You need to be that in life. As a human being, I'm telling you, it just bothers. Some people don't bother. Oh, whatever. I try to push people. I try to advise people on and off camera. I do this, especially young people. I'm very adamant about helping young people because I know later on when you get 30, 35, 40 years old, I don't want people to be around. I see this all the time. I hear this all the time. You got people got to work till they're 65, 70 years old because of mistakes they didn't know about when they was in their 20s. I'm telling you, you can go to you can make mistakes in your early teens and 20s, and it'll go sit there dormant for 20, 30 years. And later on, you're going to say, what happened? I don't have no money. What happened? I don't have nothing but Social Security. I didn't know. I hear this all the time. Some people didn't know to invest money. Put $1,200 in an IRA or a 401k or a Roth IRA, a traditional, and let it grow. So when they get 65, 70 years old, they have pretty much a millionaire. Some people don't know that. They wasn't taught that. like I say, that's what I'm here to do, and I'm gonna keep doing it. Now, that's enough about this. Now, like I was telling y'all, next month I'm gonna finally get it before the end of May is over. Probably be after my cruise. I'm gonna start a new channel. So I don't be doing, maybe I still do Monday motivational, but all my new channel is gonna consist of motivating people, how to invest more. I'm gonna get more in detail of that because the YouTube algorithm is gonna get confused if I keep doing this, whatever. So I gotta get another channel focused because a lot of people don't want to listen on Mondays to advice. Some people you don't want. Some people, I'm telling you, some people don't want advice. All they want to see is something go. I'm telling you, this the people that distract themselves with pleasure, not purpose. Some people, all they want to see is Chef Jeff in there making that good food or what. Nothing wrong with that. But some people, that's all. If they see me doing that, they happy. They don't want to hear nothing. They don't want to hear me talk. A lot of people say, "Oh, you talk too much." They don't want to hear knowledge. I even have on my Facebook page and my, of course, Instagram is different, especially Facebook. If I type something in Facebook, don't put a picture, don't put nothing, just something very important information on Facebook, people don't read it. But if I put a picture up there on some food or something with it, people gonna sit there and they're gonna look at the picture, number one, and they might read it. I've got this many, many times. I have put pictures of food, 10 pictures of the food on there, and people say, "Where's the recipe?" You gotta read underneath the picture. But some people don't do that. People want the shiny stuff, but they don't want the good stuff that's gonna help them. So that's the thing. We need to get back into the purpose and quit distracting ourselves, like I say, with pleasure. So that's why I'm gonna start a new YouTube channel that people want to come over, and I'm gonna do probably 2 videos a week, and helping people financially, helping people mentally, helping people socially, in the like growth in their business, in their wealth, or stuff like that. That's what it's gonna be about. So I care that much about people, y'all. I have no problem helping people in this free advice. And piggybacking on that, y'all saw me in Vegas. It was such an awesome time to see Matthew in person. The guy is 10 times as much is awesome individual than I even thought of in person as he is just, chatting with him online or whatever. The guy, and he's so humble. He is so I say, Matthew, look, this, and I took him some stuff, and I give him some gifts and stuff to show my appreciation. But I told him on video too. Y'all see it probably the next few days. I got a video coming out that I kind of did a little 30-second interview with him. I told him, y'all, this is Matthew. Say hi to Matthew. He won with Adam, and he was saying, no, no, no. I said, look, Matthew, take the gratitude. He will not take gratitude from me, even though he even told me it's true. I put in the work. Yeah. I put in the work, but I got the advice from him how to do it. And he won't even take credit for that. He don't even want to take credit for it. That's how the humility of this young man is. But that's why I tell y'all, and I've told you again, I'm gonna keep saying it all year until I get this young man, help him to get 100,000 subscribers. This individual has a heart of gold. He really does. To step back and help me like that. And in person, he's the same way. In person, I wish we had more people like that in this world. We do. I really wish we do, to help each other. You know how prosperous we all would be, and YouTube is like that. Majority of them. I reached out to some people on YouTube that didn't even want to help me. They so big and up there, they don't want to help me. They want to charge you. I've had those when I was starting my YouTube. Well, you give me $350 a month, and I'll do this, and I'll tell you this. Don't want to nothing. And some of these people you watch, they big time. I ain't gonna call them out, but some of them y'all watch. They got 4 or 500,000 subscribers. One person got 1.2 million. Have no time for you. I'm telling you, some of these YouTubers, they just profiting off you, and they could care less. You just a number to them. That's all you are. And I try to make it, even if my channel grow, I still have not stopped answering comments. I have not stopped doing lives. I have not stopped interacting with people. And I don't care if it get 2 million, I'm gonna still do what I do, because that's what I'm here to do. To sit down here and talk with y'all and chat with y'all and answer every comment. You look on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, I'm answering every comment. And people say, how you do that? Number one, I keep up with the comments. I don't let them pile up. Number two, I feel like you are just as important to me as I am to y'all. And I make sure if I don't write something in the comment, I will at least give you that love and respect to give you a thumbs up and a heart to acknowledge you that I did read your comment and you're not just a number on a wall. So Anyway, y'all, let me close this video. I'll be live tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna be at the park. I was at the park yesterday. This was Sunday when I'm doing this video. Saturday doing the KATY Fish. I did a live on there. Y'all don't know. It's a 2.5 hour, I think, live. So y'all go watch that. But I don't know if I'll be here. I have no trips. I gotta get back to Dallas this week. Check on my home over there, and I got some videos to shoot over there, and I got some people to check on my facility and see how that's coming along up there. My garden is coming along good. I'm gonna do a video how I built this up above ground garden and why I did it this last couple of years like this. If you want a video on that, I'll let you know. It's so much easier and so much, especially if you live in an apartment and stuff like that. It's so much easier. So anyway, I'll be live tonight, 5 to 6 p.m. It's very informative, very happy in there, and very uplifting. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I hope I ain't forgetting that. I ain't writing a lot of stuff down. I just want to focus on the 5 points. If I bring other notes, I'll be still here preaching. Let me close this out. If you like this video, please share, please comment, please subscribe, please follow my other social media accounts, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Remember the hashtag 2023, just show some kindness. Old School Soul Food. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will definitely see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.